You heard it, right?
I did. I
Okay,
did.
good.
I even got
We
a
are
little button.
we are recording. Well, Joe, welcome back
Hey, buddy.
to another yet another episode. Look at us, man.
Pumping them out.
We are.
It's only been 4 months.
That's
Or maybe not. 3? I don't know.
yeah, something like that.
Sure.
We're kind of keeping with our the commitment we made a while back that we would try and do one once a season,
Yep. I
which I
like that
like.
idea.
I
I
do
think that's
too.
plenty good. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Maybe as we get older and into our retirement and have less and less to do because people don't want to hang out with us anymore.
Well, I can say we're getting older, and the two songs that we'll have tonight, two songs, you heard me, people,
Yeah.
um, I kind of speak to that point.
Yes. Yeah, they do, don't they? Oh
Yeah.
man. And yeah, maybe we'll like increase the frequency, but I don't know. I like this tempo, this
Yeah.
pace.
Nope. I'm good. I'm good.
So I am Dennis Feeney, and with me is Joe Zenk, and we are two Catholic Christians who absolutely love everything there is to love about music. And we're both musicians, and we
One
also,
of us far more a musician than the other. That is the truth. We all know that.
well, we are also way into spirituality and our faith and trying to, trying to live out our faith as best we can in a world that eats you up and spits you out sometimes.
Sure can. Yep. Right
Uh,
in there.
Boy. So, Joe, do you want to tell our listeners what this is, and like for if there are new people who are joining us, and
So, first of all, if there are any new people, whoever you are, if you're a returner, I mean, you even deserve more accolades that you're back for more. It's like Stockholm syndrome. Um, Dennis and I have known each other for, gosh, 30, 35 years.
yeah,
We met when we were both in Laramie, Wyoming, and we were both attending the same faith community. I was working there, and I got to know Dennis and his um, soon to be fiance and bride, and he mine. And we, both being Irishmen, both being people who love music, we would meet over beer quite often, often downtown at Elmer Lovejoy's or wherever that would be, and simply talk about music. We were in a band together,
mhm,
um,
yeah,
and Dennis plays bass and he plays it beautifully. I play a rhythm guitar. And we have continued this friendship from many different places, but I'm now in Wisconsin. Dennis is in Idaho, and we get together 3 to 4 times a year, pick out a song, maybe two, and have a beer over it because that's what we used to do, and just talk. And if you all love the conversation, we welcome you along for that. And if you have suggestions, which by the way, we got one and we plan
yes,
to do it next time. Thank you, Mandy.
yeah,
Uh, we welcome that as well. And really, what we're hoping for is that these conversations aren't just about Dennis and me,
mhm,
but something that would inspire you as well. That if you were at the table having a drink with us, this would be something you would enjoy as well and participate in similar manner. So we're just having an open conversation. Wish
yeah,
we'd include you in better and more ways. But for now, this is all we know.
yeah, yeah,
And
and
we call
it's
it Ghost in the Machine.
Ghost in the Machine. Awesome. Well, so we were going to
Cheers.
just cheers,
Sláinte.
lunch. Ah, I've got an extra one because this could be a tough one. I'm always getting choked up during these things, but wouldn't be an episode without me like getting choked up. But yeah, this one is kind of I don't know. Well, it's a cel let's call it like Joe, you work in hospice, and we were just talking about how you've got you called it a celebration of life coming
Yep.
up.
Yep.
I love
Yep.
that. And so I think we should call this a celebration of life because in a lot of ways, I think these two songs really, that's what they're getting at, I think. Plus other stuff, but
I mean, it is. It's so good. They're both so good. All right. Yes. It's a celebration of the fullness of life, which is grief as well as joy.
yes. And and also the celebration of Glen Hansard's life.
Oh, amen. Amen. Amen.
Man, that was shocking news that he died in a motorcycle accident. Just was it last week?
I want to say a week ago. Was it yesterday?
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I, just have been, just reading reflections about him and um, like what he was 56,
Yep.
died near Dublin. And he the phrase that kept coming up was he was the glue for so many. And I thought that was really beautiful. And it also speaks to probably how much those people that were close to him are hurting.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think it's not just the people that were close to him. I think he
yeah,
touched so many
yeah,
spirits around the world, and I count myself as one of those. I know
yeah,
I count my wife Renee as one of those. I count our
yeah,
son Thaddeus as one of those. I mean, he
yeah,
left a mark.
yes, yes. Just a great songwriter,
Yeah,
singer,
yeah.
performer. He was in The Commitments. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he had a
Yeah,
smaller part, and The Commitments was the first movie he was in. And
yeah.
he gave an interview afterward, and he said, like, this is the only movie I'm going to be in because I figure you got to stick to your own lane, And he's like, I'm a musician, I got to stay there. Well, the next year he comes out with the movie Once, and for anybody listening here who has
Oh,
not seen that movie, please,
yeah,
please do whatever you can do. Stop listening to these yahoos.
yeah.
Watch that movie because it's a brilliant, beautiful, heartbreaking movie.
Film. Yeah, yeah. It really is. So we're gonna talk this week tonight. I mean, this won't be a week long.
It already
It may
seems
feel
like it's
like it.
going there.
It may feel like it at times. But we're gonna actually cover two songs because we were leading up to this. One song we were going to talk about is the song we were going to talk about is a song called "My Sad Captains" by the band Elbow from Great Britain. And Heather and I have been fans of theirs for a number of years, have a bunch of their albums, and recently got to see them in concert in Salt Lake. And they were fantastic. Oh my gosh, fantastic. And so this is a song, the song we're going to talk about tonight is called My Sad Captains. And so we were going to dedicate this whole episode to that. But then when Glen Hansard died, Joe and I were texting about it and we thought that, hey, it would be great to talk about the song Falling Slowly. Um,
Again, from the movie Once.
yeah, yes. And then so we were gonna just do that and then I was like I had uh my phone on shuffle playing music and My Sad Captains came up and I listened through it and it just hit me like there were some really interesting um I think themes that are common to both songs that I think could make for an interesting discussion. Yeah. So So we always start with me reading. Usually it's a blessing, but tonight I've been reading this book called Braving the Thin Places. Have
It's
you heard of it?
Julianne Stanz.
Yes, you've heard of it.
Julianne worked for the Diocese of Green Bay for years. She's wonderful. And
Seriously.
oh yeah, I know her. She's incredible. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that? Well, please tell her if you see her around.
I'm sure our paths will cross, and I will say you've got a fan, Julianne, out in Boise,
Absolutely.
Idaho.
Yeah, if you're like playing
Because you know what?
racquetball
The
with
world
her.
is smaller than we think it is, buddy.
Yeah, if you're playing racquetball with her next week or something.
Oh yeah, sure. Yep, yep. She is like a little mite of a thing. A wee little lass.
So this is her book, and I've got the blur my background thing on, so it's like messing with this. But yeah, Braving the Thin Places, Celtic Wisdom to Create a Space for Grace, Julianne Stanz. And it's published by Loyola Press, which is a Jesuit press. And anyway, this book is fantastic. And I just want to read the from the very last page. Okay. All right, Joe, we're doing a little pre-production before I hit record, and I made sure I was recording. Um, and I was telling him how, yeah, I'm going to be getting choked. You know what? I'm going to be getting choked up tonight,
Lean
people.
into it, brother.
Yeah, so just be prepared. So, okay. Okay. Whew, here we go. There are few certainties in life, but two that define us. We will be born and we will die. What we consider to be born may be a death, and what we consider death and the end may be a new life. The soul's journey is a circle through life, death, and rebirth. There is no ending. For in our journey through life, death is one stop and a road that leads elsewhere. And there is a certainty for each of us in this. Our journey through life is a pilgrimage of the soul coming home to itself. The soul is the source of its own unfolding, declared Heraclitus. The unfolding, I believe, is the journey of coming home to who we were created to be. Who are you, Sister Anne asked me. My 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 soul spoke for me. I'm God's child. I am enough. I am at peace. I have broken free.
Amen.
Amen. So,
Wow.
isn't that beautiful?
That is, yeah, yeah. I don't own that book. I'm going to need to get that one.
Yeah.
That's like the second or third book she's written. It's
Mm,
marvelous.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So what Jill and I do, we just take the lyrics to the song. We don't we don't listen to it. Although there is a link to the official video in the show notes. And then I'll also put a link to Julianne Stanz's book. And so go ahead and pause if you haven't heard Falling Slowly or My Sad Captains before, go ahead and hit pause and give them a listen, then come back and if you feel like it, hit play. And we'll be back. But they're just two incredible songs. Yeah, so we just read through the lyrics and we kind of take a stanza or verse, chorus at a time, and we'll interrupt each other and um, when we are so moved. So I'll read the first.
Which song are we starting with?
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to start with Falling Slowly.
I think that's the one we should start with.
Yeah, and then we'll do My Sad Captains.
Yeah,
So
let's do it.
nice.
Our intro was 15 minutes. They don't need to hear anymore. It's time to get into the song, brother. Let's go. I mean, we can do this all night, but
All right, here we go. I don't know you, but I want you. All the more for that. Words fall through me and always fool me, and I can't react. And games that never amount to more than they're meant will play themselves out. And
So,
I just want to add, this one was written by Glen Hansard and Markéta Irglová.
yeah,
So
they were seeing each other.
yeah,
And that's I mean, her role in the movie is just called Girl. She didn't even have
yeah,
a name in the movie. I mean, which again, I think is beautiful and
yeah,
symbolic, right?
yeah.
We've all been there, and you just insert name
Because I don't
for it.
think he has a name in the movie either.
What a wonderful point. He may not.
I think it might
Isn't
just
that
be boy
interesting?
and girl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Um, the first thing I would even say, I've known this song for what, not quite 20 years. I think it came out in 07, 08, whenever the
Yeah,
movie came
yep.
out.
2007
Um,
once. Yeah.
and I mean, just the vulnerability,
Yeah.
which I think is what this song keeps coming back to for me,
Hmm.
time and time and time again. Um, I've jumped on you, and so if you've got other things to say, and I'm sure
Oh no,
you do, but
please.
you
Yeah.
know, I just like I don't know you, but I want to, all the more for that. Um, and games that never amount to more than they're meant will play themselves out. And it just kept coming back to me, Dennis. The relationships that do we really know who we are?
Hmm.
Do we really know the woman or the man, the partner that we have said yes to in life, or those people who are closest to us? Do we allow the masks to come down to allow them to get to know us?
Hmm.
Um, because that is really a scary place to be. I mean, because we can hide behind those games
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we can hide behind those masks, or we can presume we already know. Renee and I
Hmm.
have been married for 30 years. I can presume I know who she is. She's got nothing left to surprise me.
Hmm.
Heather's got nothing left to surprise you. And the minute we do that, we put them in a box and they do become static or stayed. And we don't allow them, we don't echo the words that Glenn is saying here. I don't know you,
Yeah.
meaning to the fullness of who you are. I don't know you, but I want you all the more for that. I want to get to know who you are in your fullness.
Yeah.
And I hope you want to get to know me because I don't want to hide behind these games because they are going to play themselves out.
Yeah.
Um, but it's 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 useless until and unless we let those walls fall and know that there's always more. There's always more to who we are and to who they are and
Hmm.
to who we are together.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I like that.
What's that say to you? Not me, my stuff. What do the lyrics say to you?
Let's see. I don't know you, but I want you. All the more for that. Words fall through me and always fool me, and I can't react. Um, Man, I think is he talking about the the other person? Um, and how we can be like to what you're saying, how we can be caught off guard in good ways
Yes, all very much in good ways.
and maybe in bad ways or uncomfortable ways as well by people we know. Um, but very much in good ways, how and we see that there is uh, infinite depth in the other, you know.
I like that. I like that. And that does, Dennis, I think your point is right. It's not just in good ways. And I like your thought of uncomfortable ways, because I think when we grow as a relationship, when we go deeper, when we allow parts of ourselves or we see parts of somebody else, that challenges us, doesn't it?
Yes.
Um, to love them at that space, to
Yeah.
allow ourselves to be loved at that vulnerable point, uh, to know that what I thought we were is about to change because this adds something new to it.
Mhm.
Um, it's always, to yours, infinitely, there's more. There's new.
And
To
we'll,
Julianne Stanz, it's
mm,
death and rebirth, death
yeah,
to what I thought we were about and maybe born into something new.
yeah. And, and, we, I mean, only God, only the Holy Spirit knows us. In fact, better than we know ourselves.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I absolutely do what you're saying. I absolutely do it. Like, oh, I know without even talking to this person, I know everything there is to know about them. And I
Yeah.
don't want to. I don't want to get to know them. I don't need to get to know them.
Because
That
of their
is
political
so,
affiliation, or because of
or
the
yeah,
church they go to, or because of the beer they drink, or the car they drive, or the work they do.
yeah, you name
So
it, right?
ridiculous, isn't it?
It's ridiculous. And it's highly presumptuous. And it is because basically, once again, I'm putting myself in the feet or the place of, you know, of this omniscient being, right? Um, yeah. And we don't know.
No.
We don't know. We have no
The
clue.
depth of other human beings.
We have no clue.
I mean, it's a sacred thing.
Yes. And there are a lot of people out there who especially over the last 10 years have made an awful lot of money off of making us think that we do know people from the other side of the track,
Yeah.
that they are predictable, that they are who we fear them to be, who we think they are. And actually, when you sit down and you actually start talking to a person, that that infinity, that depth, that their humanity comes through. You don't get the humanity on social media, but you do face to face and in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a real good point.
So I need to stop that crap.
No, you don't. You're spot on.
So do you want to take us to the
So this goes into the chorus then.
yeah, yeah,
Um, you did the bridge, well, kind of a bridge. It's an interesting,
it is. I love it.
song setup. But the chorus, for those who don't know, it says, "Take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time.
Mm.
Raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You've made it now." Now so I listened to this song, I can't tell you how many times in the last, I don't know, week. Um, but I swear, listen to it again, Dennis. The first time he says this, because he'll say it again at the end of the song, he'll sing the same thing. But the first time he says, "You make it now," I think,
Yes,
rather than "you've made it now."
yes, yes,
And that somebody could argue, Joe, it's pointing in the same direction, and they're really true, I suppose. But it changes it for me. It
oh,
brings it into the
absolutely.
present. It's saying, raise your hopeful voice. You have a choice. You make it now. It's a moment.
Yes.
What are you going to do?
It's like pausing the clock for
Yes,
before we make that decision
yes, yes,
that takes us this way or that way, or
yes, yes,
you make it.
yes. Um, I love the first verse, and again, this just says something about me, which may or may not say something about you or anybody who decides to listen. But take this sinking boat and point it home. I love the image of saying, listen, I'm struggling. I'm
Mm,
broken.
yeah.
Again, the vulnerability, but I know that is true with me, and I don't like to let people hear and see that part of me, Dennis,
Yeah.
because it's hard.
Mm,
That is much easier to present oneself as put together, as knowing, as self-assured, as, but it's like, I think humanity, I know me, I am a sinking boat at times. I am broken.
mm,
Um, and that point that where he says, take this, meaning it's an action of two people or more, take this sinking boat and point it home.
mm.
You know, we've still got time to salvage
It's just
whatever is
so
left of this.
that line is that those two lines are or the line, I guess it's just one, is so freaking haunting
Yes, it is.
to
That's a
me.
great word, isn't it?
Yeah, to take this sinking boat and point it home. We've still got time. Oh,
What
and
makes it
the
even more
film,
haunting
it's
for me
so
is the fact,
effective. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I say for me, what makes it even more haunting is the fact that we know Glenn doesn't have any time anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, that he died.
yeah.
And that this is, um, there is, like Julianne said, there's two certainties. We will be born and we will die.
Yeah.
And the time in between is when we have to make whatever choice we have to make. And do we assist one another in their sinking boat moments? Um,
And I hope I do, because that's what's going to count when I'm on the other side. Not that God's keeping track. That's not who God is, although that's how God has been portrayed as
yeah,
like an
for sure.
accountant, but
Yeah,
but that's not the God I believe in. But um, and and it's also haunting in the context of the film because I think he's writing this song about the relationship that he was in with
the
the
gal in
girl
London.
that yeah that that he broke up with and she
Yes,
moved away and he is
yes,
yeah he's
yes,
heartbroken and
yes.
we all can relate to that, right? I mean, who hasn't had their heart ripped out of their chest and handed back to them on a platter, so so to speak.
Yep,
But
yep.
mm, well, let me uh do you want to read the next?
Sure. So now we go into the second verse, and subverse or whatever one would call it. Falling slowly, eyes that know me, and I can't go back. And moods that take me and erase me, and I'm painted black. And then again, the subverse, the bridgish, you know,
Mhm.
well, you have suffered enough and warred with yourself. It's time that you won. That bridge, man, his
Oh,
bridges are the best. They are so
but I
good.
think, do you think he's talking to himself, trying to like encourage himself?
I think that's both and I
Hmm.
do. Um, so I think again, now I'm going to take it into your point that I think he's writing to this woman in London who has broken his heart.
Yeah.
And so he talks about falling slowly, meaning we slowly let, at least again to me, this is Joe's interpretation. We slowly let those walls down. And he did, eyes that know me, he did with her. And he allowed himself to be fully known. He in a sense crossed that Rubicon and he was known by her, but she walked away. And so he can't go back because she already knows and she said no to that or whatever, and
Yeah.
how we feel naked and we feel abandoned. And again, he's painted black in that. And then I do wonder, yes, if he's speaking to himself, well, you have suffered enough and warred yourself out, meaning I've been at war all this time.
Yeah.
It's time that you won. And I just love that line. You know,
Yeah.
that again, I'll shut up here in a moment, but
No, no, please.
how many of us, I mean, again, for me and my insecurities, the voices in my head that I've warred with myself and and whether it's shame or whether it's doubt or whether it's guilt or whether it's just insecurities or whatever, that it's constantly raging. Um, and I've done it enough, and it's
Mm.
time that that goes away. It's time that I don't live from shame or guilt or hurt or regret or neglect or whatever. It's time that I'm
Wait,
just me.
man. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And oh my gosh. Well, and I think as Irish, we tend to, that's kind of our hope,
Our MO.
our MO. What is it, the joke that Bono says? I have all Irish Alzheimer's. I never forget.
That's funny. I hadn't heard that.
Yeah. And there again, by staying stuck in the past, we are, we're not only like saying, I know there is everything there is to know about you, but I also know everything there is to know about myself.
Yeah. And 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 you don't want to get to know some of these parts
Yeah.
because they're not great.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cover them up because it's just there's too much hurt.
Yeah. 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 Wow.
But again, the hope, because right after that, Dennis, he comes with, okay, you have suffered enough
Yeah.
and warred with yourself. I mean, all this stuff you carry, all the baggage you're carrying, I'm carrying, we are carrying. You've warred yourself out. It's time that you won, meaning me. It's time that you, who are my partner, whatever it is, it's time that you won, we won.
Yeah.
And then again, he goes into take this sinking boat,
Yeah.
take
And
this imperfect vessel
mm,
and point it home, wherever home is, right? Isn't that the question? Where's home? Who's
yeah.
home? What's home?
Yeah.
Is home our relationship?
Mm, yeah. I think of
Take
it.
this broken
Yeah.
vessel, this broken ship, point it home, wherever that is to us. We've still got time.
Yeah.
It's not over. I know there's more I can know about you. I know there's more I can love about me.
And and he's he's admitting that he's, despite the hurt, that he's open to
Yes, yes,
that.
yes.
And then it, yeah, it just repeats that course. And then at the very end, it says, falling slowly, sing your melody.
Yeah,
I'll sing it out loud.
yeah,
And then only love survives the fall.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Damn. Eh, And it's almost like, yeah, I don't even know. Sing your melody. I'll sing it loud. It's almost saying like you won't be alone. Whatever your melody is, whatever your song is, whatever you were created to sing in this world, because you were created, I was created to sing a special melody. Sing it loud. I'll sing it with you. You
Yeah.
won't be alone because I love that melody. It's
Yeah.
what I love about you. It's a we thing now.
Yeah. And also, I think he's falling slowly, sing your melody. I'll sing it out loud. Maybe he's inviting the other person to say, to tell their story. And he's acknowledging there's truth in their perspective and
Yeah.
there's truth in
Whatever that is, right?
whatever that is. There's truth in their perspective and what they experienced and what they are experiencing. And he's willing to, kind of hear it and then listen to it and take it to heart.
It's just a beautiful song
It is.
to me about vulnerability,
Yeah.
about invitation, about brokenness, about grace, and about togetherness. I mean, it's just the human experience right here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's naming it and he's doing it bravely.
Yeah. Well, shall we move on to my sad captains? And what I envisioned with this is like let's not say goodbye completely to falling slowly because I think there's stuff in this song in My Sad Captains that could potentially harken back to the same kind of stuff that he's the Glen Hansard and Markéta or Irglová um, laid down in Falling Slowly. So okay. Two heart-wrenching Irish ballads in one night. If we're not gluttons for punishment, man.
Before we go on, just want to make sure we're still recording and to how much
Yes.
time? Okay.
Um, it says we've done about 45 minutes.
Okay.
And
That seems about right.
We got a total of 80, I think.
Oh, right on. We're
So,
golden, man.
So we're pretty good.
Yeah.
And
Wow. We
yeah.
can just take our time on this song.
Yeah, okay, here we go. I'll read the first. Oh my God. Okay. 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 I'm running out of miracles. And then the background vocals.
Oh, my soul.
Yeah. Oh, my soul. And the streets alive with one-man shows. Oh, my soul. The corner boys were moved along. Oh, my soul. We're plummeting like crippled crows. Oh, my soul. And then he goes into the pre-chorus. Oh, long before.
So good.
Oh my gosh. Oh, long before you and I were born. You want to read that?
Yeah. Pre-chorus.
Yeah.
Oh, long before you and I were born, others beat these benches with their empty cups. To the night and its stars, to be here and now and who we are. And then the chorus itself, and we'll stop there. And this is the chorus. Another sunrise with my sad captains, with who I choose to lose my mind. And if it's so, we only pass this way but once. What a perfect waste of time.
Holy crap, man.
It's on your heart and mind, my friend.
Oh, jeez. Well, it's about what I'm thinking about is um just what we um kind of what we celebrate with with our podcast, our video log, whatever in the heck
Yeah.
this is, right?
Yeah.
That um and and I love it because I'm not just, we're not just like I call you every, like every 6 months. Oh, remember when we would do this? It's not, we're not we're not stuck in the past. We're carrying it forward through the the blessings of modern technology. And and but in a way there is that kind of melancholy in there of,
Yeah, there is.
of here, well, and we do this all the time, don't we? With the our experience back in Laramie. I mean, that was a very special time for me, and I think for
Oh, yeah.
that core group that we
Yep.
had at
Without a doubt, for me and Renee, it was.
yeah, and for Heather and at the Newman Center, and um and for those of you that don't know, the Newman Center, it's St. Paul's Newman Center. It's a Catholic um, parish community, uh, or
Associated with
Catholic
the
campus
university.
ministry, campus
It's a
ministry
it's a Catholic faith community
yeah,
associated with the University of Wyoming.
with associated with the university. And but anybody can come to it. Like when we were growing up, we didn't have any association with the university, but that's where we went to mass because it was close, but it was also really nice. And but when I got to know Joe, and then Heather and I got together, and there were just so many, and we got to meet this incredible group of people. Um, yeah, it was a exceptionally blessed time. Um, and I've tried not to compare other parishes that we attend to that because it's an impossible thing to live up to, because it was not just the parish, it was where we all were at that point in our lives,
Yes.
you know.
Yeah. It was a grounding
Yeah,
point in a tumultuous time in life.
yeah. And I just saw an interview with Alex Lifeson, the guitar player from Rush, and they're out on tour, and Cora and I got to see them on this new tour with the drummer Annika Niles, and she is, holy cow, just anyway. Um, and so in this interview, um, they the guy that interviewing him asked him what his favorite album of theirs, um, what the favorite album was, and he said one of them for sure is Moving Pictures, and he said because it just like everything just kind of came together for that album, in a way that couldn't be replicated, even if you tried, you know. And the beauty of it is they weren't trying. They had no idea, right? So let me have some more alcohol.
Yeah, yeah, you go there.
That's what I need.
So I wanna put this disclaimer out. I listened to this song for the first time yesterday. I told Dennis that. I am no authority on Elbow. I don't know that I know another song by them. Listened to this song maybe 8 times in the last 24 hours, and I have fallen in love with it. But to me, this song falls in the same category with the song Night Swimming by REM.
Oh, wow.
and it falls in the same category as the song All of My Life by Phil Collins.
Oh,
Those are two of my favorite songs from the last 30 years. Um, because to me, they're songs about the passage of time and and making the conscious decision to be present right now here with who I want to be with.
yeah.
And I love that. The chorus in the song is so tremendous. Another sunrise with my sad captain. So I had to learn. I'm like, what is my sad captains? I didn't know anything about it. So of course I Googled it. And it's a Shakespeare reference. I don't know if you knew that, but it was Shakespeare wrote it in his Antony and Cleopatra. And Mark Antony was it was the night before he and his men were to face Octavius Caesar in battle and almost surely would get destroyed. And so he said, let's have one more gaudy night, my sad captains, where we choose to be together and just enjoy each other's company and enjoy the moment, because essentially we know that there's no tomorrow is not promised to us.
Yeah.
And so it's a choice for the moment. And I love this song because again, like Night Swimming, which says deserves a quiet night. It's not like years ago, the fear of getting caught, the craziness of being naked and swimming. Oh, it's just, it's a challenge, it's fun, it's crazy. And Michael Stipe is like, no, it's not like that.
Yeah.
It's simply enjoying the moment and the beauty as we get older. September is coming soon, that he's in the September of life and no
Mm.
longer the spring or summer. And that's what with the pre-chorus, where it again touched you. Long before you and I were born, others sat on these same benches with their empty cups, beating their empty cups to the night and the stars to be here and now. Others sat right here in this moment. To me, it was almost like Dead Poets Society and Carpe Diem and
Yes.
seize this day. Others were at this moment and celebrated in the same way. So let's you and I, my sad captains, the ones I choose to lose my mind with, the
Yeah.
ones I choose to be with.
Yeah.
And if indeed we only pass this way but once, I love the irony of the last line. What a perfect waste of time.
Yeah.
It's not, like, just to drink your life away. What a waste of time. He's
Right.
saying, what a perfect moment.
Yes.
What a perfect way. I wouldn't want anything else because I choose to be here right now with you, having a drink and reflecting on what it's like to be alive.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that when we saw them, Heather and I, as I mentioned, we saw them in Salt Lake. And yeah, when there was a um when he sang that line, so um um for those of you who out there who know me, um know that ooh, Heather and I have gone through, you know, a challenging couple of years. And um and when he sang that line, I'm gonna edit a lot of this out.
No, why? Stop it.
Oh my gosh, I'm falling to pieces.
You're being
Um,
authentic.
when he sang that line, I remember looking over at Heather at the concert, and she looked at me and she had this most um, this beautiful smile on her face. And it made me realize we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We've gotten through the worst, I think, I hope, I pray, but we've gotten through a lot. Whether we're through all of it or not, I don't know, but we've gotten through a lot. And we're here and we're smiling and, you know,
Yeah.
and it's a beautiful smile.
Yeah. What a
And,
perfect.
and it gets back to what we were saying in Falling Slowly, of just how the depth in a person that can just surface. So, whew.
Shall we
Okay,
move
we
on?
only do one Irish, like Northern England song per episode from now on. Holy crap.
I mean,
What
come
idea
on,
was
man.
this?
You knew what you were getting into. In fact, you were the one who suggested this.
I
I might
know.
remind you.
What the heck?
Ah, ah.
What am I doing? Oh
All
my
right,
God.
the
Okay.
next
So,
verse, and
yeah.
you got to help me through the first two lines because I don't have a clue as to what this means. The BMX apothecary, oh my soul, the architect of infamy, oh my soul. But then I love these next two lines. I love them. For each and every train we missed,
Oh
oh
my
my
soul.
soul, the bitter little Eucharist, oh
Oh
my
my soul.
soul. And then again, pre-chorus, oh, long before you and I were born, others beat these benches with their empty cups to the night and its stars, to the here and now and who we are. Another sunrise with my sad captains, with who I choose to lose my mind. And if it's so, we only pass this way but once. What a perfect waste of time.
Holy cow.
Oh,
Oh,
that's so good.
oh my gosh. Yeah.
What
So
the hell is a BMX apothecary? I don't have a clue. Do you?
I do.
Do you? What?
By actually do Heather did a little digging about that, and but I also have some experience, just like personal experience. It's
Okay.
basically about um buying weed off of somebody, like a friend who rides around a BMX bike and sells weed
Oh
to his
my
friends.
gosh. That's what it is, huh? That's funny.
So
That,
it's like
that's
he like rips your heart out with those first three parts, right? And then he
yep, yep.
throws a little levity to us. Praise God. Praise God. Otherwise, I don't think we would make it, through this entire
Yeah,
song.
you're right. You
Oh
are
my
right about
gosh.
that.
So yeah, yeah. And I do remember, yeah, well, yeah, my misspent youth.
Yeah.
And um but it doesn't have to be necessarily grass or listen to that sound like some grass.
No, but I think your point is right. It's our the silliness of youth or
Yes, yes.
wherever we've come from.
Yeah, yeah. The architect of infamy. I think maybe that is kind of getting at the Shakespeare reference a little bit with the Antony and Cleopatra and um these these like art, these sides of us that are where we've built ourselves up and like, you know what I mean?
No,
No.
I'm not getting it. You make it clear for me, buddy. I'm not getting it.
Um, the architect of infamy. Um, like all the plans that
Yeah,
we lay and we
yeah,
plan and we plan
yeah.
and at work, depending on what kind of a job you do, you may be making some, big decisions um and or you may be, in life, um and then, each one of those is interspersed with, oh my soul. Why? I mean, it's beautiful and it's very effective in the recording.
It almost sounds gospel-like.
Yes, yes. Um, but what do you think? Why do you think Guy Garvey threw that in there? And from our last experience with the Roger Daltrey song, I want to be careful. Whoever in Elbow had that idea,
Yes, whoever wrote it, the writer.
because we learned that Nigel Hinton actually, when we did the Roger Daltrey episode, we learned he was Nigel Hinton was kind enough to reach out and actually tell us that he was the one that wrote those lyrics. And I've gone back and I've made that super clear, like in the on that episode. But anyway,
And Nigel couldn't have been better. I mean,
oh
couldn't
my
have been
gosh.
kinder. And it was wonderful. He's like, I
Oh,
agree with what you're saying here, disagree with this, but he's like,
yeah.
but he was wonderful about it. It was just
Yeah,
like,
it
wow,
was.
the writer of this
So,
song,
oh my
listen to
gosh. Are you
these two
kidding?
goofballs.
That was so cool. It
It
was
was
so
the coolest thing in the world.
so that's why I'm pausing and being careful here. Because yeah, so the band is Elbow. Guy Garvey is the principal lyricist, but I'm sure his lyrics are informed by the other people in the band. I'm quite sure of that. So now watch, we'll get in a letter saying, no, they're not.
Hey, I'll take it. Guy,
Yeah.
send me whatever letter you want to send me. Here's what
Uh,
I love. And again, you may be right with the architect of infamy, maybe all our plans and the silliness and they fall apart and whatever. Um, but I love the lines for each and every train we missed,
yeah.
the bitter little Eucharist.
Oh, my
And to
soul.
me, again, this is what it says to me. Guy or others may be saying, Zenk, what are you talking about? But for me, it's like the trains we missed, those moments in time that we didn't say yes to whoever was in front of us and the opportunity to sit and commune. I mean, Eucharist is the real presence, that idea.
Yeah.
Eucharist is communion in another name. It is breaking bread. It is companions. It is that union. And for every train we missed, it's a bitter Eucharist. It's the opposite of communion. It's the opposite of real presence. It's separated presence. And
Ah,
so he's saying, I'm inviting you into real presence. But to do that, which by the way, oh, my soul needs it because we all are made that way. We're made for union with God, with one another, with ourselves. And so he's saying,
not superficial, not
what's that?
superficial, and not superficial.
Yes, not superficially. Correct. Correct. So I love how, again, I think he's saying, hey, you have a choice to make again. And he's going to talk about that in the chorus again. I choose with who I choose to lose my mind.
Yeah.
Um, and it goes back to Glen Hansard that we have to make that decision. You've made it now, or you make it now,
Yeah.
right now in the here and now, who we walk with, how we walk with. But will it be Eucharist? Will it be real presence? Or will, like Phil Collins in All of My Life, be singing about the regret and all the times he's missed?
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, because I have to admit, until you said that, I couldn't really wrap my head around. I mean, like the impressionistic quality of those two lines. I was getting stuff from that, but I couldn't have articulated that like you did. So I think you're spot on.
I just think this is such a beautiful song.
Yeah.
There will come a moment where we no longer sit on the benches um, at Elmer's
Yeah.
or at the Newman Center,
Yeah.
but others do, and
Yeah.
they raise their glasses to the moment and the stars and the here and now. Um, and
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 who?
we are but memories because we have the corner boys have moved along.
Mm,
Um, time passes, and we have the moment.
we're
And who do we
plummeting.
choose to be with? Who are our sad captains,
Yeah.
regardless of what the day brings?
We're plummeting like crippled crows.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Um,
It's a tremendous song.
it is. It is. Um, and it speaks to, and and maybe that's why I think I'll just, like you said, I'll just leave all of my my difficulty in telling those stories that about this song. I think I'll just leave it in there, because in this recording, because um that is, I think what he's singing about is living with all the stuff that he's talking about here. He's talking about the past, he's talking about the present, he's talking about um, looking ahead to the future, like we're plummeting like crippled crows, that kind of harkens to, like, they're not the young kids buying, a dime bag of Colombian
Yep,
off of
yep,
the guy riding
yep.
around on his BMX bike so they
Yep.
could go, like, get stoned or whatever.
Yeah,
Um, they're not those people anymore,
yeah, yeah.
Um, but he's not trying to be either. They're not trying to
No,
be.
no.
They're 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 living in the moment with the weight of the past and where they are.
Yeah, yes.
And
They're
he's
not
like,
trying to avoid it or deny it.
yeah.
Part of what brought them to this place.
Hmm.
And they choose to be with others who do the same.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know this is a recurring theme with me. Um, and by the whatever oh yeah, we're gonna do Mandy's song next, which is Jethro Tull's song.
We haven't done any tall yet.
Yeah, we haven't done it all, and I can't wait. I'm excited to talk about that one. Um, so, but yeah, there's a lot for me. This discussion has been really good for me from the aspect of just um, allowing being okay with where I'm at, in my life, and as being the 60-year-old guy living in Meridian, Idaho, who, has got my day job, I play some music and have a beautiful family and
Yeah.
blessed with incredible friends and um
And we choose it now.
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Yes. Whatever tomorrow brings, this moment is good.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I love that that image in the last they repeat that chorus 3 times at the end. Another sunrise with my sad captains,
Yeah.
with who I choose to lose my mind. And we both know that that's exactly what it is, isn't it? You're like, it could also be called cutting loose, right? With your
Yes.
friends, you know,
Yes.
just like I'm done with the day and we're getting together. We're going to get some pizza. We're going to get some beer. Maybe we'll score some grass. Although we never did that, but Joe and I never did that. Um, but and then you just and then just like and that isn't that what it is? It's like getting rid of all of the the stuff of the day. I almost said shackles, but that's rather dramatic and negative. But getting rid of all that and just like you were saying, just being with loved ones and just enjoying the moment.
Well, and to me, it doesn't necessarily have to include beer and pizza or the end of a night. To me, he
Yeah.
talks about a sunrise with the
Yeah.
sad captains. And yes, Shakespearean, we understand that was through the night, but that's not necessarily what he's saying either. He's saying, again, I go back to Stipe and I go to
Mhm.
um, this moment is perfect.
Yes.
Swimming uh, in this place with the moon uh, and
Yeah.
and the peace of what that is.
It's like the that very last scene in Waking Ned Divine
Mm.
when they're on the hill
Yep,
looking over the
yep,
ocean and the sun
yep,
is coming up
yep,
and they
yep, yep.
raise a
Yes,
glass to Ned Divine.
yes. Yeah, and I love that's a great analogy because again, that goes to the song. You
Yeah.
know, that they were sitting on the benches with their empty cups, in a sense, their cups raising their glasses to the night and the stars and the here and now and who we are. The beauty and the mystery of all that is. Yes. Yeah, great analogy with Ned Devine.
Mm. Mm.
This song was from Dennis. You get all the credit, my friend. That's now Elbow gets the credit, but
Although,
yeah, I
oh,
didn't know it.
man. Yeah. So, yeah, if you are not familiar with Elbow, um, and they're not, I mean, when we went and saw them, they played a small kind of club concert hall in Salt Lake. I think there was definitely there were less than 1,000 people there. I think it was more like like 700, 800 people. And they were just having the greatest time, and they just it was and everyone else was too. It was fantastic. So if you get a chance to see them, you gotta go. You gotta go. And yeah, check their music out. And of course, and then, you know, Glen Hansard, this is like an incredible album. He has
Incredible.
his solo music um is I'm just looking at the time because I want time for you to lead us out with a prayer. But check out his solo albums too. They are just his
His
solo
voice
works.
is marvelous.
Yeah.
Marvelous. And what a musician. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, will you lead us out with a prayer, my
Sure,
brother?
sure. Just the loving God, we thank you for this moment. We thank you for this life. We thank you for the people we choose to walk with. We thank you for the loves. We thank you for the honesty and the vulnerability and those, Lord, who who challenge us to be fully who we are. We thank you, Lord, for their yes and our yes to life, to this moment, whatever it is. Lord, be with us. Help us not miss trains that you invite us to with you and with other people and with ourselves, but instead say yes to all of this, that we may have this Eucharist, Lord, with you, with others, and with ourselves. Bless all those who have made it this far in this podcast. Be with them as well, and be with my friend Dennis and Heather and Cora. And we pray all this through your good and holy name. Amen.
Amen. Right on, brother.
Hey, my friend.
Well,
Here's to you.
yes, here's to you. And we'll start listening to Skating Away on the Thin Ice of a New Day.
There we go. Little Jethro Tull coming your
Well,
way next.
Jethro Tull. And that's fascinating because it's not something, and I've got about 40 seconds to say this, but that is not a song that would have ever been on my radar. So it's so cool that to get a suggestion from someone else who's like, yeah, this is a song that I think would be interesting to dive into.
And we will next time.
We will next time. All right,
Hey, my
man.
friends, thanks for being with us.
Bye-bye.